So lately I've been getting a lot of questions about my processes, just general information about how I'm making music and how I'm promoting it. So I thought it'd be cool to take you guys along with me on a release day. Today's Friday, so welcome to a day in the life of an independent Christian musician. Do you ever wonder how your favorite artists release music and just what happens behind the scenes and what makes it all possible? This video is going to be cool for you. Quick disclaimer, most of my videos are polished and professional. This one's more vlog style, which is new for me and which might be a lot of fun. Okay, here's the setup. It's 8:01. It's Friday, July 19th, release day for a song I wrote for my wife as a surprise for our anniversary last week. It's called Better With You. Let's promote this bad boy. Let's get into it. All right, so first off, I have a checklist on my iPhone, and I literally call it Releasing Single Checklist. Releasing Singles Checklist. Smart link to specific song with Spotify. These are all the things, and I'm gonna go through them very quickly. I'm just not gonna bore you with all the details. Some of them are like old school things that I did that I still kind of do sometimes, but sometimes I don't. Content. All right, so let's make a list of actually what we need to do right now. Let's get to work and start checking some of these off. So to save some time for you guys, so I don't bore you to death, I'm gonna read my list out, okay? So I'm making a smart link. I live in Canada. I'm going to register my song, Better With You, with SoCan, so I get royalties when it's played on radio and stuff like that. Song Trust for also other types of royalties, publishing royalties. I'm gonna update my artist pick on Spotify. I'm gonna add it to Mediabase, which is linked to SoCan. It just gives more metadata for gaining royalties. Sound Exchange. I might hit up some YouTube curators to see if they wanna add it to their playlists. I'm gonna add it to SoundCloud. I'm gonna put a video to it on Facebook as well, but I'm gonna wait a few days for that just to give YouTube the chance to gain the traction. As an artist, I would rather grow my YouTube than my Facebook, to be honest with you. I'm going to submit to free Spotify playlists. I'm going to submit to Submit Hub. Spotify individual private curators. I message about between 100 to 400 for every song. Manually, every single one. I'll pitch to Amazon and I'll send it to my email list, which is probably what I should do right now. So let's do that. Put on my glasses to make me smarter. All right, email is sent. And having the email list is super important, guys, just for sustaining relationships. And I find most email lists, sometimes it takes a while to grow them, and you'll lose people every release or every email you send, and you'll gain people. So it's a constant ebb and flow. So don't give up on that. Okay, so I use Linktree. Christian singer-songwriter. My account has been verified. Yay! This is my Spotify because I want Spotify to be my primary destination for where I send people. So I wrote this song for my wife for our 16th wedding anniversary, and I surprised her with it on a camping trip that we took to Fundy National Park here in New Brunswick, and she cried. So I would say I was a success. If you can make your wife cry tears of joy, you're doing a good job. Also during this process, if you don't have a full day like I do, my wife and I have made some decisions over the last year. We started a business together that allows me to really focus on music and growing this ministry and business specifically on Fridays. So I have time to do it. It was super hard to grow up before when I didn't. And you don't want to be working every weekend either. If that's all you have, by all means do it. I did it for 14 years. But if you really want to focus on it, try to set aside that day, whether maybe that is Saturday or Sunday for you. Go to church first on Sunday. But super important to designate a certain day to allow the time that it takes to grow it and sit down and do it correctly, okay? Another thing, like I said, I've been doing this a long time. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. The people that win over long periods are the ones that are sustaining their careers. They're going to be doing this forever. I want to be releasing music in my 60s and 70s. I want to. I think with age, you're going to get better ideas for things too. Some of my favorite artists are in their 50s and 60s right now. And they're dropping some like fire music. So don't let that deter you. You'll also notice that the people that blow up are the ones that blow out pretty fast too. Anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. I'm enjoying my new camera lens too. It's the Sigma 17-50. Shout out to Nate Noy. You're the man for recommending this. All right, so now post it on social media. Post, uploading. Also, if you guys have any questions about any of this, hit me up in the comments below, and I don't mind answering questions at all. And if you're not subscribed and you like Christian music and Christian content, subscribe. Right now I'm using CapCut to add some lyrics to a vertical video that I cut just from a music video that I made for this song. Usually I don't do that, but I didn't have anything to post on TikTok today, so that's what I'm doing. All right, so I'm starting to get some comments on the video here. So another tip, always answer back to your comments, especially on YouTube for engagement purposes. It'll keep pushing out to more people if you keep them engaged. All right, so I've been working away for a while. It's 9:54 a.m. Coffee hasn't run out yet, but we're getting close. So I've gone through a lot of my list, and what I have left to do now is Spotify playlist curators and Submit Hub, which I'm gonna do now. It's now 11:55. I just had my lunch, thanks to my daughter. My daughter just brought me lunch. She made me a sandwich, crackers. I shouldn't make the crackers, but
he'll get you anything you want, trust me.
thanks, baby. I see I have more YouTube comments I need to answer to in a second. I'm currently searching for private Spotify users, you know, like playlists that are curated by independent people like you and I, not actual companies. Usually I'll search up the name. If they have an actual name on Spotify, you can usually find it on Instagram or on Facebook. So that's what I do. In this song, it's a love song I wrote for my wife, so I'm not going to push too hard for that. I'm going to rely more on Submit Hub and really the algorithm. For most of my songs, I'll message a ton of people. Another thing to keep in mind is release date is so important, but it's not the end of the marketing strategy. You don't want release day to be the only day that you push your song. So for the next month or even longer until your next song comes out, keep pushing this one. And I'll even make pieces of content and post about old songs too, even if they're a couple years old. I heard a wonderful saying that just because you've heard the song before doesn't mean someone else has. An old song that someone hasn't heard yet is a new song to them. So don't forget that. The garbage truck's outside. Dang it. The main thing you're saying in all of this is if you want something, go after it, work hard for it. It's worth it. Hey guys, Matt LaFay here. I just want to jump on here really quick and share something super exciting that I'm pumped about. So after years of producing my own music, working with some others, producing other songs as well for other people, and having one of the songs I produced, one of my own songs, Your Peace, hitting the radio charts across Canada in the top 10 last year, I'm excited to announce that I want to work with you. So if you're a singer, you're a songwriter, and you're really passionate about the gifts God has placed inside you, and you feel that there's more to this, but you don't know what the next step is. You don't know how to get a song produced or a track made for you. You don't know how to produce your vocals. Whatever it is, I want to work with you. I would love to see the passion and the desire that God has placed inside of you come to fruition. I know that feeling of, I got to do this. There's no other way around it, and I want to help. When I first started, I had people in my life that really poured into me and still pour into me to this day. And that's important. Every step of the journey is a process, and you need people to walk with you. So I would love to produce a song with you. It's a new service that I'm offering in my studio here that I have a lot of experience in. I can even help with songwriting. If you want some background vocals, hey, I can do that. I'm your guy. Or if you just need some advice, I would love to consult, jump on a call with you, email back and forth, whatever it is, however I can help, however God can use you, I want to be part of that. So if that's something you're interested in, I'll leave a link in the description below to my website. There's a tab on my website. It says production. And my website, if you're just listening right now, it's mattlafaymusic.com. If you're just starting this journey, maybe you don't even know what the next step is. You've written a song and you want the world to hear it. I'm your guy. If you've been writing songs for years, and you're just looking for someone to produce them or a new producer, I would love to chat with you. Now, like in anything in life, not everybody's a fit, but I would love for you to reach out, share your vision with me, and let's chat and see if we can work something out together. I know this isn't for all of my audience, but I know some of you are musicians, and I've gotten a lot of questions over the years of what to do next, and I just want to be available to you guys as well. It's something I'm super passionate about. I don't think Christian music should be subpar or not as good as what else you hear on secular radio. So if that's something you're passionate about too, let's chat. Again, the link to my website is in the description, or if you just want to email me, it's mattlefait@hotmail.com. MATTLEFAIT @hotmail.com. That was a pretty good plug. All right, guys. God bless. Peace.